Welcome to Living the Prayer of St. Francis. Let's explore today a little bit kind of the overview of the prayer. So it begins with this plea, beseeching, Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. And then there are several stanzas where there are paired kind of negative feelings or emotions and their positive counterpart. It's almost like looking at toxins and antidotes. So where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is toxin, antidote. And as we'll talk about more later, we can do this internally, that's the starting place, and also apply it in our daily lives with other people and situations. Then the prayer ends, grant that I may not so much seek. To be consoled is to console, to be understood, to be loved is to love. So we are praying again that rather than seeking these important gifts, blessings, comforts for ourselves, consolation, understanding, and love, we are asking that we be supported in actually consoling others, understanding others, loving others. So it's not that wanting consolation and understanding and to be loved is bad. We're praying for something else first, that we're the ones who are doing that we are giving that rather than receiving it. And the next line, the author of the prayer gives us this universal law. It is in giving that we receive. So, actually a superior way to get the consolation, understanding, and love that we want is to give it to others. Then it inevitably comes back to us. So it is in giving that we receive. It is in pardoning. It is in forgiving that we are forgiven. Same principle, right? You give what you'd like to have back, and it comes back to you without having to grab after it. All of this is in the service of dying to self. The gradual erosion of what is sometimes called our ego or our false self, that which is so endlessly concerned about getting what it wants for itself. So we're kind of pecking away at that, chiseling away at that by applying the techniques in the prayer, asking for it, applying the antidote to the toxins, not seeking these things for ourselves, but giving them to others. So dying to self, and then here's the payoff, being born to eternal life. So when the false self, when the ego, when the little self withers, even a little bit, then what is called the true self sometime, the divine spirit within, the child of God that you already are, can shine forth unencumbered by the obscuring elements and patterns and chatter of the false self that is always grasping after something. So we don't have to wait until physical death to go to heaven. We can be born to eternal life in this life now. And we get this in bits and pieces. So as we practice like this, getting to internalize the prayer of St. Francis, we might have more frequently these times when our false self, our ego, is kind of offline. It's not being energized. We are just effortlessly living the prayer of St. Francis. Love is expressing through us and as us. And in that time, we are in eternal life right then. Thank you.